So the FNAF 2 movie just released, and I'm a little bit of a fan. And I just wanted to give my thoughts on FNAF 2 and the future with FNAF 3. So for FNAF 2, I put it pretty much where I put FNAF 1. It's an enjoyable movie, lots of lore. As a fan of the games, it really gave me everything I wanted. I understand why people aren't so much into it when it comes to critics, but it is genuinely a fun movie. Overall, I think it's a great movie. If you have not seen it, don't watch any further. Just know that I like the movie. In this movie, they introduce a kind of a new little concept of possession where it kind of transforms some of the characters, and that honestly was genuinely terrifying. That is nightmare fuel for me to see Marionette take over these bodies and transform them into almost a clown looking like demon creature. It is absolutely terrifying, and I really actually enjoyed that. I know it's a little bit of a change from the games, but I think it's a welcome change. We also got a lot of new lore. We got Michael Afton introduced, we had Baby introduced, and there's a lot of stuff from the games. Now, I haven't read the books. I should probably read the books sometime. I'm just really into the games. There is a lot of lore in FNAF 2 and FNAF 1. I mean, if you think about it, there's so many elements from the games that are revealed in FNAF 3 and FNAF 4 and Sister Location that are put into the first two FNAF movies that going forward, I have to wonder, where are they going to go exactly with the story? So I wanted to speculate what FNAF 3 is going to be about. Now, obviously, we have a post-credit scene in FNAF 2. Some people are going into the old place before it's torn down, and they're getting pieces to put in their little horror amusement park. Now, that's straight out of FNAF 3. We know in FNAF 3, you're playing in the location with the actual Springtrap. They find one actual old animatronic. So it seems at a baseline, they are going to go with a FNAF 3 theme for the FNAF 3 movie. It makes sense. FNAF 2, they had the exact office almost in FNAF 2 movie as they had in the game. My favorite FNAF game. It just works so well with the mask and the no door and the computer. You can see the trash and the cup on the desk, and everything was literally there. I thought fantastic. But going into FNAF 3, I think we're gonna get a little bit of the same, but we can't have too much because there's not much really to the FNAF 3 game. There's Springtrap, the Phantom animatronics, and that's really it. You burn down the place. There's a lot of little secrets, but all those little secrets lead to the good ending for FNAF 3, the game. And the good ending is kind of like the ending of FNAF 2, the movie, where the souls of the children are released. So we already have that element of the FNAF 3 game in the FNAF 2 movie. We also have Henry that was introduced in the FNAF 2 movie, which he plays a much bigger role in the future games going forward. With Sister Location, we have Baby, and that has already been introduced. So what I'm thinking is that not only are they going to do FNAF 3 game in the FNAF 3 movie, but to add more to it, I think we're going to start getting Sister Location. Obviously, it was hinted at. I think Baby will make another appearance, and we're going to get deeper into the backstory of William Afton and Henry. Now, where does Michael Afton play in all this? That's another thing where it's, when you play through the game, Michael Afton is revealed as you go on, his whole story and his connection, and that's kind of like a big reveal later on in the games. But we already got that. We got that immediately from the get-go in FNAF 2, that Michael Afton is kind of bad and evil, working with his father, at least trying to continue his father's legacy. Now, obviously, I think Baby will play a much bigger part in FNAF 3, at least in a flashback sequence. But also, I wonder if Baby is going to take over Michael Afton in a way. Everything has to be a little bit different from the games. It's not exactly the same as the game, so I have to wonder the conflict between Henry and William and Vanessa. Vanessa now possessed by Charlotte, which is Henry's daughter. So obviously Charlotte wants revenge using Vanessa's body on William and Michael Afton, pretty much just for killing them, stopping them. But Vanessa does not want to really hurt Michael Afton. That's her brother. So we're gonna have a very confusing storyline going on here. Makes me wonder, is there another child actually within Baby at this point that Vanessa and Michael don't know about? Another sibling? Possibly. Or do they know about the sibling? It feels weird when Vanessa says, yeah, I have a sibling, Michael. There's also another sibling that we had as kids, but she died and is now possessing another animatronic. There's just so many possessions in this family. But I do feel like we're gonna get a ton of sister location flashbacks. I don't know if we're gonna explore there in the modern time, because maybe that will be for a future movie, because I feel like they have to end the overall story at FNAF 3, because we can't go to FNAF 4. That's mostly flashbacks, that's mostly reveals, and sister location, that's a whole different story at a whole different place. And you know they want to do FNAF 3 game with the FNAF 3 movie. And then you got Pizzeria Simulator. I feel like for FNAF 3, they're going to go from FNAF 3 all the way to Pizzeria Simulator and push that into one movie for the FNAF 3 movie. And then if we do get the FNAF 4 movie, that would be probably a leap forward to Security Breach and Help Wanted era. I feel like the FNAF 3 movie is going to represent the rest of the 2D games, which to me would make sense because a lot of the reveals have already been revealed from those games. So it's really the only way to go. We're going to probably have Mike Schmidt being dragged back to the haunted horror attraction through Vanessa, because Vanessa's going to probably be there. We know the Phantom Marionette is there in the FNAF 3 games at the haunted horror attraction. And maybe William is going to try to get the help of Mike Schmidt to stop Charlotte from killing him. I feel like Henry also is going to be featured a lot more, and we're obviously going to get the backstory with his relation more to William Afton, because we don't have much of that in the FNAF 2 movie. It's very fun to think about, but yeah, I do believe at the end of FNAF 3 there's going to be a fire. The fire was hinted at from Michael Afton in FNAF 2. It was 100% hinted at, foreshadowed. So FNAF 3 is going to end in the fire, but is it going to be a FNAF 3 sort of fire, or is it going to be a Pizzeria Simulator sort of fire? So I don't know how you would make Pizzeria Simulator into its own movie. I feel like it can't be its own movie, and we've already explored too much of the lore to reveal it later. Like in my mind, it's going to be FNAF 3 and it's going to go through sister location, and then we're going to get a FNAF 4 movie, which is going to be based off of either Help Wanted or Security Breach. I would say Security Breach since we already have Vanessa, but is it going to be the same Vanessa? Is it going to be a cloned Vanessa, a mimic Vanessa? Who are we going to start introducing in Security Breach? And then Help Wanted, is that even going to exist in movie form? Is Mike Schmidt going to be like a video game developer or something as his new job? Is Abby going to be a video? I don't know. I don't even know. I'm very excited. I think it was a great movie. I think FNAF 3 is going to be just as good, possibly even scarier, especially since we have these possession things now. Are we going to get a possessed Balloon Boy and possessed Foxy and Bonnie and all of them? I have no idea. We know that Charlotte can body hop, and we know that Charlotte was in control of Balloon Boy and Freddy and Bonnie and Chica, the toy versions. So that's still definitely a possibility in the future. Anyway, what did you guys think of the movie? Did you enjoy it? Where do you think FNAF 3 will go? I don't know. I'm definitely excited for the next one.